Have you received a text message that says, "This is our ballot, making sure we can help you vote. Is this reply YN to confirm? Stop to end?" If so, you're not the only one. Thousands of people have reported receiving nearly identical messages from an unknown number, leaving many wondering whether this is a legitimate voter outreach campaign or just another text message scam. In today's video, we'll examine what this message really is, why so many people are receiving it unexpectedly, and whether you should respond. Let's get started. Here's one of the actual messages people have been receiving. It reads, "This is our ballot, making sure we can help you vote. Is this reply YN to confirm? Stop to end?" At first glance, it doesn't ask for money or passwords. But there are several things that immediately make people suspicious. First, the message comes from a random phone number instead of a clearly identifiable business number. Second, many recipients say they never signed up to receive these texts. And finally, it asks users to reply, which is something scammers often do to verify that a phone number is active. That doesn't automatically make a scam, but it is enough to raise questions. According to information shared by people familiar with the organization, OurBallot is an election education initiative. Its purpose is to help eligible voters with things like voter registration, election deadlines, polling locations, and mail-in voting information. So the organization itself appears to be legitimate. However, the biggest issue isn't necessarily who they are. It's how these messages are being delivered. Many people online say they never opted in to receive these texts. One person wrote, "It was a cold text. I didn't sign up for this." Another commented, "I received it on a phone number I never share." Others noticed that thousands of similar texts appeared to go out on the same day. That made many people feel like they were part of a mass texting campaign rather than a service they requested. One frustrated user even said, "Text spam has completely jaded me. I don't trust any text messaging anymore, even if it's legit." And honestly, that's understandable. With so many phishing scams happening today, unexpected text messages naturally make people cautious. So, is the OurBallot message actually a scam? Based on current reports, there isn't clear evidence that the message itself is a phishing scam. However, because it arrives unexpectedly for many recipients, it closely resembles spam. That's why it's important to be careful. If you receive one of these messages, don't immediately click any links. Don't provide personal information. And don't assume the sender is genuine just because the message mentions voting. Instead, if you're interested in verifying the information, search for the organization's official website yourself rather than using any link contained in the text. If you never sign up for these messages and don't want them, you have several options. You can ignore the message. You can reply stop if you're comfortable using the standard opt-out process. Or you can block the number and report it as spam through your phone if you believe the messages are unwanted. If you're ever unsure whether a text is legitimate, it's always safer to verify independently rather than interacting with the message. A few extra seconds of caution can save you from much bigger problems later. So here's the bottom line. OurBallot appears to be a real voter education organization, but many people are receiving unsolicited text messages without remembering ever signing up. That doesn't necessarily make every message fraudulent. But unsolicited texts, especially those asking for replies or containing links, should always be treated with caution. Have you received an OurBallot text message like this one? Did you reply, ignore it, or report as spam? Share your experience in the comments below. Your feedback could help someone else decide what to do. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more scam alerts, consumer reviews, and online safety tips.